Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Karaleise and I run the website karaleise.com where we talk about business analysis and other things, but mainly about being a business analyst. So today we're going to talk about business analysis, what it is, who is a business analyst, and what do we do? So what is business analysis? Now, if you look online, you might find a lot of different explanations and definitions from the textbooks. The IIBA, which is an organization for business analysts, have a guide to the business analyst body of knowledge, and there you can find very good definitions of what is business analysis. But for me, I want to give you the real world stuff. I want to give you the down in the gutter stuff. I want to give you what it really is to be working day to day in this field. So if you want to go read the formal definition, go right ahead. But for me, I'm going to give you like it is. But I'm going to give you in bite-sized chunks because it's a lot. And I don't want to overwhelm you. So I'm just going to give you small pieces, and then you can check out my other videos where I will dive down into each segment piece by piece. So let's back it up a little bit. If you try to get a definition for business analysis, you're going to get a lot of varying definitions. The simplest, concise way to explain, what business analysis is that it is a set of tools and techniques that provide value to the stakeholders. And a stakeholder can be anyone who's invested in the project. So it could be the project management, it could be the business, it could be the client, it could be the executive body, it could be another department, it could even be another system. I didn't go to school to study business analysis. Nobody I've met has actually done that. Most of us studied something else and somehow fell into the role of business analysis. So for me, I studied informatics engineering, which is basically computer science, and then I went on to do a master's in project management. So my background is really in IT and project management, but I really like business analysis, and it does go hand in hand with project management. But I've kind of stuck with business analysis part of it because I really like it. That's what it is. It's being able to know what tools to use, what techniques to use in the situation that's appropriate so that you can give value on the projects that you're working on to the stakeholders of that project. The stakeholders into the project need to have all of their needs met by the project. And so your role as a business analyst is to facilitate that, to make sure that happens, in the sense that you're going to provide the translation from one source of information to the other source of information so that there's clear understanding. You facilitate understanding. And that's done through documentation, through different techniques, requirements, user stories, etc. And I'm going to get into all of that. Don't be worried if you don't understand all the terms right now. I'm going to help you. Don't you worry. I'm here. Karaleise is here. Okay? So that's basically what it is. Because one time somebody asked me, what do you do for a living? I told them, they're like, so you analyze businesses? You analyze organizations? Like, that's what... They don't know. And it's okay because none of us really studied this. This is not a career that most people see on their list of careers to choose from at college. So it's quite understandable that there's a lot of confusion as to what business analysis is. And there's confusion even among companies who might call a role business analysis when all they're doing is something different. So there's a lot of confusion, and I hope that with this video I help to provide some clarity into what it is. So, it's okay if you don't really understand what it is, and if you're looking into becoming a business analyst, this is the first place you want to start looking into is what it is and what am I supposed to be doing in this role. I am working in business analysis right now, and I really thoroughly enjoy it. It's a very challenging role. It does have a lot of ups and downs, as in any other thing that you're doing, but it's also very fulfilling, and you get to grow. So basically, a business analyst is the person who knows, who has a skill set to determine which tool, which technique to be applied in order to derive the maximum value for the stakeholder. You have to be skillful enough to know how to translate between different groups based on what they want. So you have to have your arsenal of tools, and you know which one to pull out based on the situation. So you really have to be play an intermediary role between teams, between projects, between clients, between business units. So it's a very, very interesting, demanding sometimes, but it really allows you to stretch yourself and become very well-rounded when you work as a business analyst. So some of the things that a business analyst will do include they have to understand the big picture. They have to know the entire scope of what's going to happen, and then be able to drill down into the details based on the audience that they're trying to talk to. So you might have to go into lots of details for one set of persons that you're dealing with, and come out a little bit and have like a mid-level detail, and then you have to go into high-level detail where it's just at the broad picture. So there's a lot that goes on, and people have to know when to use what. You do a lot of documentation. You do a lot of interviews, you talk to a lot of different people. So you really have to be a people person also to work in the role of a business analyst. Some of the things that you do as a business analyst include, you might do mock-ups, so you design just the front end of the screen. You might do wireframing, which is just basically mapping out the flow. You do workflow, you do process improvement. You can do data analysis, you can be designing reports, you can write user stories, you can do story mapping, you can do sprint planning, many different things that you can do as a business analyst. So I'm really hopeful that you found this video informative. Look at my other videos where I'll talk about these tools and techniques, what they are, and I'll give you some of the best practices and some of my tips. And I just hope that you found this useful. Go ahead and subscribe and check out my blog, Karaleise.com. Thanks so much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye. So this is my second video on YouTube. So I'm very proud of myself for sticking to it and for putting myself out there. It took me a lot of courage to build this with What are you doing, Chanel? What are you doing? Did you get mommy's here? What did you get this?
A flower.
Okay. To make me feel good, just go ahead and subscribe. It makes me feel really proud to see somebody actually go out there and click on the subscribe for my video. It really does boost my confidence, and I'm happy when I see that. So go ahead and make me happy. Come on now.